What's up, everybody? We're back. I don't know what happened. We're back on. We're back on live in the basement. I don't know what happened, but you guys already know. We're in the basement. That's what happened. It always happens when we're in the basement, man. You know, we lose connections, we lose everything, but we're back. We're back, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. We're back. I just sent Lou the link. Oh, man, I see a whole bunch of people dropped in here, man. So let's get back to this, guys. Let's get back. I don't know what happened there, but you guys know it. We're in the basement, and it happens. It happens. We're just getting back on here now. Let me contact Lou, let him know I got back on. I don't know what happened. Bruin came back at the best time. Lockport, basement mentality. We're back in here. We're back in here. Trying to pull this one out. Let me see if let me get a hold of Lou. Yo, guys, we're back. Mikhailov, classic basement technical difficulties, because that's what we do here in the basement. We go through the technical difficulties. We go through it all in the basement, because that's what happens. Never a dull moment in the basement. That's right, Bruin. Never a dull moment. I don't know what happened. Calling Lou right now. Gotta let him know we're back on. Never a dull moment in the basement, fellas. You guys know how this works. You guys already know. Let's get Lou on the speaker. We're back on. You know, this is the basement, man. Everything happens in the basement.
That's what happened. I'll come back on in a few minutes.
Yeah, I just sent you another link. Let me know if you got it or not. The Zoom is acting weird again. So text me or call me if you didn't get it. I'll try to send it again. Just tell me if you didn't get it. All right? All right, later. Anyway, guys, we're back here in the basement. Thanks for showing back up. I don't know what happened to everybody else. I'm assuming they're all going to come back in. But anyway, we're back on. So, but the Mets need to get back on. They need to get something rolling here, because this is not looking good for them. It's not looking good. Good to see you guys back here anyway, man. So that's good. Man, we were rolling on the other one, but hey, you know what? That's what happens. Lockport, dude, how did they let Gunther take back the Intercontinental belt? I don't know. It's ridiculous, Lockport. Shenanigans in the match. Can't wait for Extreme Rules tomorrow. Bro, I don't know how. I don't know how they let that happen. Let Gunther get that right. He got a right back too, Lockport. I don't get that, man. I don't get that. And by the way, just so you know, oh, that's an out. That's 3 outs again. Man, the Mets are looking really bad right now. Lockport, we tried to do basement squad today, but we had such technical difficulties, we couldn't get it going. Couldn't get it going. So now everything's back up. I got to wait for Des to come back on Monday. So we're probably going to do something then on Monday. But I tell you what, man, we had technical difficulties this morning. Couldn't even do the basement squad videos, bro. And we tried to get a couple done today, too. We really did. We tried to knock out the squad videos before we came on to here. Didn't happen. And why is that? Because we're in the basement. That's why. We're in the basement. Man, and that answer to that question, well, Lou's gone now. Let's see if Lou comes back on or not. Let's see if he comes back on. I'd like to see him come back on. Broke out my Mets gear today for this. Broke out the Mets gear. I was torn between wearing Piazza or my Darryl Strawberry 86 Mets Darryl Strawberry jersey. I was going to wear one or the other, but I saw the Mets were wearing all black, so I said, I'll wear the black one. I broke this out. We're doing this for Lou, and, you know, and the Mets don't show up today. I really thought they were going to show up. Unless they have some amazing comeback, which Raleigh will fall off a map if that happens. He would die if that happens. Crazy. Crazy. Yep, but we'll see. Let's see what they do. It's going to the top of the 7th inning right now, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. I wonder how many people did not realize that I'm back on. I hate when that happens down here. We get these technical difficulties. I can't stand it. I knew it happened too, because when Lou froze, I looked over at my laptop and I saw that thing spinning, which means I know that my Zoom went out. And I know that went out. So I'm like, man, here we go again. I'm happy it even came back up. You guys know how it works, man. When I disappear, when I disappear, I may not come. It may not come back. It's not because I don't want to come back on. If I end up having too much of a problem getting it going again, I just if I came back on, because I like being on here with you guys. Remember, Sunday, you guys will see me live from MetLife Stadium from the Jets-Dolphins game. You will see me live there. I'm not going to be on for the whole game. I can't blow my battery being on there the whole time, but I'm going to come in and out, especially with my man that's going to be there in his Dolphins gear. He's going to be there around Jet fans in all his Dolphin gear. That's going to be funny. So I'll be sure to be on there. Boy, oh boy, man. Good catch, Marte. Good catch, man. Damn. Man. Good catch. Boy, these Met pitchers are giving up bombs, man. Even the outs are bombs. Boy, that was a great play by Marte. Raleigh back in the basement. Thanks for showing back up, Raleigh. You guys know how it is. Mikhailov, it's been a great first round. Few upsets pending, maybe. Yeah, you got that right. It has been a good first round today. The Mariners Blue Jays was, I think, a pretty even matchup. I didn't think the Blue Jays would get shut out. Manoah's a great pitcher, man. Manoah, the starter for the Blue Jays. I didn't see that happening today. You never know. I mean, Scherzer's getting shellacked. He got shellacked today. Wow. Yeah, the Mets pitchers, man. I mean, Lugo comes in the game and it's one of his first battery faces, almost knocks it out of the park. What a Mets better. DeGrom's going to have to pitch tomorrow, and it's going to be a big day. He's got to pitch tomorrow. Got it. Was a good play, but Raleigh, I think you can start to settle down now. I think you're okay. I think you're okay this game. I mean, yes, the Phillies scored 6 runs today. Yes, it can happen, but I think overall you're okay. The Mets have 6 outs to go to score 6 runs. Assuming they don't give up any more runs this time around, but there's 2 outs now. We'll see what happens. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. I'm wearing a Mets jersey, yes, because it's my second favorite team is the Mets. But I am a diehard Yankee fan, as a lot of you guys know. Anybody new that doesn't know that, or if some people are coming in here, why is Johnny wearing a Mets jersey? That's why. I have 2 legendary Mets jerseys, a Mike Piazza and a Darryl Strawberry from '86. I do have a DeGrom, by the way. I do have a DeGrom also. So, Raleigh, I want to think that, but in my mind, my teams are never safe. Hey, dude, you're singing to the choir on that one, Raleigh. I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Knicks fan. And up until recently, the Rangers weren't anything to write home about either. The Yankees, yes, they've always been in first place. They've been in the playoffs. They've been doing all that, my Yankees, but they haven't been winning. They losing. So the one team that's been consistently good hasn't been winning the whole thing. My other 3 teams have been horrendous. Now the Rangers finally give me something to cheer about. The Jets actually are giving me something to cheer about. They look pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. And the Knicks look like they're about to turn a corner. They look like they're about to turn the corner. I just don't know if they have the right coach in place. I want to think that, but in my mind, I just read that. Okay. All right, we're all caught up. So Mets can get out of this inning. They got it. They have to minimum. Bottom of the 7th inning, the Mets have to minimum score 4 runs to make this a 2-run game, 7-5. Minimum score 4 runs. Minimum. They can't just score 1 run and expect to get it all in the 9th. Again, as long as they don't give up another homer here. Which is anybody's guess. But yeah, DeGrom's going to have to go out there tomorrow, be lights out, and then Bassett. I mean, Michael made a good point earlier. Michael Jeremiah made a good point earlier that even if the Mets won today, if they don't pitch DeGrom tomorrow and they wait and they lose, and DeGrom pitches game 3, they'll only get him in 1 start against the Dodgers. That's actually a really good point. Well, Lugo just walked him. Boy, oh boy, the Mets, man. They have a look of defeat on their face. The Met fans, the diehard Met fans out there, they all look angry. The Mets are the sixth team, since 1969 to win over 100 games and not win the division. Number 6. 6 all time. 6. Mikhailov, cracking start to the NFL season in all divisions. Oh, yeah. Yep. Amen. Hey, listen, the Jets are 2-2. The Jets are 2-2. Everybody said they were going to go 0-4 against the AFC North. They were going to lose to all of them. And I kind of believe that myself. The Jets, 2 fourth-quarter comebacks on the road. We don't do that. The Jets don't do that. It's not in their vocabulary. You don't come back. You look like you're going to come back. And then, like Breece Hall fumbling on the goal line for the game-winning touchdown. Him fumbling is very suitable. That's very Jet-like. That's New York Jet football. When Rex Ryan used to say play like a Jet, that right there, fumbling on the goal line, that's playing like a Jet. Except the call went our way. Wow. Hey, we'll take anything we can get. Anything we can get. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Let's keep it rolling. Look at this. We're doing the Mets and Lou bailed. I think Lou bailed. I don't think he's coming back. I called him. You guys heard me. I had him on speaker. You heard me. I called him. They probably just gave up on this game. But I'm going to stick on. I'm going to stick through this. We got 6 more outs for the Mets, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I think all you guys looking at the name here, Bruin, Mikhailov, Lockport, Raleigh, I think all you guys already know I'm not going to be on tomorrow, and I'll be on Sunday for the Jets, and I'll be back on Tuesday. I don't think there's anything going on Monday. Maybe Monday, but let's just hold off on Monday for now. But Tuesday for the Yankees, you guys know I'll be back on. And if they schedule the Yankees early Tuesday, we'll have a doubleheader extravaganza in the basement. We'll have the Yankees in the afternoon and the Rangers lightning from the Garden that night. That's the way I want to do it. I want to do the Yankees and then the Rangers. I want the Yankees on in the afternoon. I want them on in the afternoon. Hopefully, the Astros have a bigger matchup than the Yankees are going to have. That way, they'll make the Astros the night game and not the Yankees. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see, because the Yankees are probably more of a primetime, nationally televised team for ratings. They probably will be the night game. But because the Rangers are opening up that night, we don't want them to be the night game. Raleigh, Monday is the Raiders-Chiefs game. Maybe we will do that then, brother. Maybe I will do the Raiders-Chiefs. Maybe I will. I'll let you guys know that on Monday when I send my notices out. I'll let you know that for sure. Bruin, I really hope that doubleheader happens. Me too, brother. Me too. I am really annoyed. I love my Rangers. I'm really annoyed that they're playing the same day the Yankees are playing. I don't know if it's the same time, though. Because if it is, I'll do a split screen on here. But who wants to do that? Yankee playoff and a Ranger opening night on a split screen. Who wants to do that? I mean, we can do it. It's not going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be more fun with the doubleheader in the basement. That's what I want. That's what you guys want. That's what all the New Yorkers want. Because there's a lot of Ranger fans out there that want to see the Rangers open up. But we're going to choose the Yankee playoff game. Going to choose that to watch. But we can do a live stream if we have to. Sorry, guys. Anyway, Rocco sounding off. That's right, Rock. I've been all over the place with Rocco today. He had no water in his bowl, so he was letting me know. Rocco's in rare form tonight. He slept most of the day today. And then I brought him down here about an hour before the game came on, and he went back to sleep again. So now he's wide awake. He's 11 years old, by the way. He's not like some puppy. He's 11 years old. But he's very needy. He wants a lot of attention. And he just woke up, so he's full of life, full of energy, being the great dog that he is. And unfortunately, he woke up fully ready to go right when the live stream started. So we've had a lot of A lot of fun here with him. But he's been with us since he was just a few months old, barely a year old. So he's been with us a long time. He's a great dog. Great dog. And I spoil him. And that's why he barks so much, because I spoil him. I really do. So I'm the doormat for the dogs. I always have been. I'm a doormat for them. Any dog I've ever had, I am a doormat. I am. I spoil them. I love them. I give them all the attention in the world, and when they bark, I usually run to them, and it's wrong because it's not. That's why he's so needy. Not with anybody else in the house, because he knows, the dogs know who the doormat is, and I'm the doormat. That's me. But it's all worth it. Anyway, the Mets here, bottom of the seventh. Mark Canha's up, leading off. So if the Mets can chip away some runs here, then you get to the top of the order where you have Nimmo, then Marte, then Lindor, Alonso, McNeil. Now you're getting your big hitters, but if they don't put runs up, then those hitters don't mean anything. I mean, they do, you know what I mean? You're going to count on a monster inning, is what I'm saying. The Mets have 9 more outs. What am I talking? I said 6. I don't know why. I was thinking of the 8th inning. They got 9 more outs. That's it. And they got to score 6 runs. They got to do it. And they got to score at least 3 or 4 runs this inning. 3 or 4. Mikhailov, yeah, Rocco. That's what he wants. This is all he wants. Wants attention. I should have had him take his lay down nap later on. I put him down at 7 o'clock. An hour before the game started. That wasn't good because he woke up and was full. I should have had him moving around the whole time. Then when the game started, should have had him lay down then, because now he is ready to rock and roll. So, but right now, Yu Darvish only has 81 pitches. He's in the 7th inning. He's grooving, man. He is grooving right now, 100%. That's gonna. Oh, that's foul ball. Foul ball. Yeah, it's crazy time, guys. Crazy time. But the Bills are gonna trample you guys, man. Bills are gonna trample the Steelers. I can't know why I couldn't get that out. The Bills are gonna trample the Steelers. Trample them. You guys are gonna be fine on Sunday. Raiders Chiefs Monday night. I think they showed that David Carr is only 1-6 against Patrick Mahomes. I think he's only 1-6, and I'm surprised the Raiders don't really. They're 1-3. It's weird. The Raiders were not the team that I thought were going to be the last team in the league to not have a win. Who saw that coming? I didn't think they were going to be the last team in the league to not have a win. I thought the Jets would be. Or the Lions, teams like that are normally down there, not the Raiders. I thought the Raiders were going to have a better year this year. It's still early. Jake, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Raleigh, that's when I hope Hoyer and Knox are out, but I still feel confident. Yeah. And Hyde is gone for the year, isn't he? Isn't he gone for the year? I know you guys have had some injuries, man. Texans still haven't won it. Didn't the Texans they haven't won yet? Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I stand corrected, Lockport. I thought everybody else had won at least a game before. I thought everybody had won a game before then. Oh, that AC is kicking, Jake. Yeah, Jake, that AC is kicking. What's going on, brother? I know who you are now. What's going on, man? You already did subscribe. What's happening, brother? Yeah, that AC is kicking fine. Yes, sir. 100%. Lockport, Texans. Yeah, okay. I just read that. I didn't know that. I thought the Texans did win a game. Okay, very good. Well, that would be fitting that they're still a defeated team. That's very fitting. You know what's not fitting? We're doing the Mets today. My secondary team. Lou's number 1 team, and I don't think he's coming back. You guys saw Lou in here. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Lou's coming back. And we're sitting here doing his game. I should turn the game off. If the Mets really start not doing anything, then I will turn it off. But hey, Lockport, Bills brought in Xavier Rhodes to help. I think they have to activate him for this game. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, the Bills had some real freaking injuries, man. Mikhailov, I took a picture of the Vikings sitting top because it probably won't last long. I know the feeling, bro. I have family members of mine that are Patriot fans. So you know, with the Patriots being in last place, 1-3, and the Jets are above them at 2-2, I took that screenshot and sent it to them right away. Right away, I sent it to them to let them know because I don't know how long that's going to last either. So you got to take advantage when you can on that stuff, Mikhailov, because I feel the same way. Jets are 2-2, and I'm like, I better take a picture of this now before the Patriots, who are not a very good team. They're not. I just don't have a lot of faith in my Jets. That's what. Raleigh, I think Poyer could. Oh yeah, I just read that. Oh no, I didn't. I think Poyer could play, but that they want rested for the Chiefs game next week. Yeah, that's going to be huge. Bruin, Ellen. Yeah, Bruin. Come on, man. Listen. McKenna had like a 5-hour at bat. He finally just flew out to shortstop. He was at bat forever. Mikhailov, I like that. Hell yeah, man. Yep. I love that. You got to do it while you can because when you're not sure it's going to last. All right, Vikings are 3-1. You got to take it. You got to rub it in people's faces while you can. It might only last a week. I know I do. The minute I get an opportunity, especially with my Jets, I'm going to talk. Even if it's only for 1 week. But we're going to live for that week. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. So anyway, if I was home and I wasn't on live stream right now, this game would have already been off. But we're going to hang in here and see. I mean, the Mets look very flat right now. They look flat this whole game. Darvish is grooving. The way Darvish is pitching right now is exactly how I expected Max Scherzer to come out tonight. I didn't expect Scherzer to get bombed the way he got bombed tonight. Man, that's 2 starts in a row that Scherzer got bombed like that. And 2 games in a row that Scherzer combined is giving up 10 earned runs. 10 earned runs. The game he pitched against Atlanta last game and then through 6 innings tonight. 10 earned runs for Max Scherzer in 2 starts. That's unheard of. I know that's never happened to him before. You know that's never happened to him before. Raleigh, they said 18 pitches. Oh, okay. All right. 18 pitches was at bat. Oh, my gosh. Was it 18? Yeah, he was up there forever. This whole time I'm talking, he's still up there. Well, at least he got more pitches out of Darvish. Maybe they can get in the bullpen. And they need to get runs this inning. They need to get 3 to 4 runs this inning. Come on, man. They got it. They show the Phillies 6-run ninth. Most runs in the ninth by any team trailing ever in the postseason. Ever. So what are the odds the Mets are going to pull that off in the same day that the Phillies did it when it's never been done before in the playoffs? A team trailing going into the 9th inning, the team trailing scores 6 runs. They just showed that that's never happened before in Major League Baseball in the playoffs, ever. So the Mets are going to do that tonight if they go in the 9th inning and down by 6. They're going to do that too? What are the odds of that? Apparently not very good. So they need to start scoring runs now. Start chipping away now. Lockport, Mikhailov, who's the biggest fan base you see in Australia? Do you go to any pubs? Mikhail, my uncle's a Packers fan, and we give each other crap all the time. Wow, Mikhailov, you got a Packer fan in the family, and you're a Viking fan. Wow. Who likes Brett Favre more? Nobody likes Brett Favre right now. Oh, Escobar, I think he just hit that out. Oh, no, he didn't hit it out, but it got in. It got in. That's a double, easy. All right, Escobar's on second base. I thought that went out. It went over to right field. It went off the wall. So good enough. Good enough. They got a whole bunch of coaches coming out to Darvish, man. He might be hurt. What's going on? They have everybody. They had 3 people plus Bob Melvin, the manager. They all came out. Raleigh, do you guys pick a team name or a color, or you actually ever been to Minnesota? That's interesting. Fan base soccer is massive, but rugby and AFL, Australian Football League, also massive. Yeah, that rugby, brother, is big. That rugby is big. I'm going to start doing some. I'm going to start doing some reviews of rugby. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing some raw reaction reviews on rugby. I want to do that, and on some soccer. Some people said I should start doing upload some review. I'm not going to do them live, but I'll do some raw reactions. I never watched a full rugby game or a full soccer game. It's not that I haven't seen enough of it to say I like it or not. I'll put it that way. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying I love it, because I'm going to start doing some raw reaction reviews on some of the greatest rugby plays, hardest hits, things like that. I'm going to start doing some of those. I told you guys I'm going to be uploading a lot of things now. There's so many sports going on. We can't live stream them all. So I'm going to go back to like I was doing before the summer when we had all the sports. We had basketball, hockey, football, baseball. We had it all. I was uploading a lot of previews and reviews. But during the dog days of summer, it was just the Yankees, so I didn't do a lot of uploads. I'm going back to doing a lot of them along with live streams. But with the Knicks and Rangers and Jets and everybody playing at the same time in Yankee playoffs, it's going to be hard to do all those live streams. So you're going to see a lot of reviews, a lot of previews, a lot of stuff coming out on the Basement channel. Lots going to be coming out. Raleigh, rugby is hard. Rugby is hardcore. I'm going to do some raw reactions on some hard freaking hitting, some hard hits in rugby, crazy hits. I'm going to do a lot. I'm going to start adding some things in here. Well, they got Guillorme in. He's pinch hitting. Guillorme's pinch hitting for somebody. I don't know who. He's definitely pinch hitting, though. I don't even remember seeing him in this game. He better get a hit. They need to get this run in. It's 1 out, man on second. He's already got 2 strikes on him. Darvish is almost at 100 pitches. You have to think this is his last inning. And he's starting to get, I'll back off on that for right now. I can't say he's starting to look tired. I mean, he's still, outside of that double, he's still pitching a great game. What's going on? They're coming out to the mound again? How many mound visits are you getting in an inning? Oh, he struck out Guillorme. See you later. It's 2 outs. Not good. Now at the top of the order, Brandon Nimmo's coming up. But this is where you needed those extra runs in, because the meat of the order is going to be coming up with Lindor, Marte, Alonso, Vogelbach. You need some runs in, though. When these guys come up, you can get some runs on there. Raleigh, Mikhailov, never been, but the Vikings are the same color as my rugby team. My uncle just picked the Packers. Wow. I'd pull him after this inning. Yeah, Raleigh, I'd pull it. Yeah, Raleigh, of course. You're a Padre fan. You would want him pulled after this inning. Yeah, you don't want to push him too much. The guy's pitching a great game. And if you go deep in the playoffs, you don't want to keep pitching your number 1 guy. You're up by 6 runs. You should think that your bullpen should be able to come in here and handle the last 6 outs, the 8th and 9th inning, right? You would think so. So, you shouldn't have to pitch your starter, your ace, right? You shouldn't have to make him come out in the 8th inning with over 100 pitches with a 6-run lead. There'd be no reason to do that. None. The bullpen blows that. That's on them. He's done. Darvish has done his job. Mikhailov, yes, please do. I can send you some links via email. Oh, you're talking about do some rugby. I will. I'm going to do rugby, bro. I am. So, yeah, you give me – I'm going to do they're all going to be reviews, raw reactions, hard hits, things like that. You want to send me some ideas to do that, Mikhailov, or lead me in the right direction? They're not going to be live. They're going to be for reviews and just, 5, 10-minute, 12-minute reviews like I used to do. Mikhailov, you've been on this channel as long as I've been doing this, which started last November. Even though my channel says I've been around since 2011, I was trucking. I wasn't on the channel. I never did anything on the channel until November, beginning of November. So all I did was upload videos. I didn't start live streaming until the end of July. I just started live streaming the end of July. So yeah, give me some ideas, Mikhail. That'd be great. You're the rugby king in this in the basement. So let us know. Please let us know. Raleigh, exactly. Yeah, man, you gotta pull him. Why would you make this guy pitch anymore? This makes no sense. Get out of this inning, you move on. Get your bullpen out there. They said your bullpen blows this game. They don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. Like the Cardinals, how do you blow that game? 6 runs? Holy crap. And Nimmo just flew out. So that's it. The Mets don't pick up any runs. Again, not lead off double, but yeah, left the man on second base with 1 out. Don't get him home. First inning, you had first and third, 1 out. Nobody gets home. You had second inning, man on second, Marte. Then he steals third, still only 1 out. You don't get anybody in. This is not how you're going to win games. Justin, another cellar dweller accounted for. Justin in the basement. What is up, Justin? Good seeing you here, brother. Gabe, our offense is embarrassing, man. Yeah, it is embarrassing. Thanks for coming back over, Gabe. Thanks for coming back over, bro. Leaving so many people on base is unacceptable. Yep, that's what I'm going over right now, brother. And thanks for coming back on. The more you're in the basement with us, Gabe, because everybody else in this chat room is my normal cellar dwellers. They are used to my technical difficulties. We'll be talking, and then I disappear. Then other days I try to come on, the thing comes in and out, in and out. But that's what happens in the basement. That's what happens. And the cellar dwellers are used to that. They already know. Because we're in the basement. That's what goes on. Gabe, leaving so many people on. Yeah, that's just it. It's embarrassing. It's horrible. And you have guys like Pete Alonso, of all people, hitting 271, 40 bombs, 131 RBIs, strikes out with men on first and third and 1 out. Polar Bear strikes out. He doesn't do that, man. He at least get a sac fly or a 3-run bomb. That's what we're used to Pete doing. Not this. Not this. Later, Blight, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep the basement rolling toward that 1,000 subs. Just like how the Jays played today. Yep, that's what it's looking like. The Blue Jays, bro, I did not expect the Blue Jays. Listen, that Blue Jays-Mariners series, I know was going to be a good one. I didn't expect the Blue Jays to get shut out. Luis Castillo, the guy the Yankees were dying to get. Look what a tremendous pickup he's been for the Mariners. He's the big reason why they're in the playoffs. The guy's money. This season for the Mariners. And he went against Alex Manoah, who's a great pitcher, all-star this year for the Blue Jays. And they beat him, and they won 4-0. They shut out the Blue Jays. Wow, I didn't see a shutout coming. And the Mets are about as inspiring as the Blue Jays are today. So that's a good point later. I like that. Mikhailov, you'll all love rugby. State of Origin is our biggest sports event. State of Origin is our biggest sports event of the year. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to look that up. So I'm going to start knowing some of this stuff. I'm going to start learning some of it. State of Origin. Oh, there we go. There you go. Rugby. Boom. State of Origin. Boom. You guys know. I write the stuff down. If I don't write it down, I'll forget. Raleigh, is that like the Super Bowl? That's a good question. Yeah, is that like the biggest rugby game, Mikhailov? For all that don't know, Mikhailov is our Australian representative in the basement here. Raleigh's our Marine Corps representative. Raleigh's our Australian representative. Raleigh, is the State of Origin, is that a Super Bowl? Is that like the Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, NBA Finals type kind of thing? Well, hopefully the Mets don't give up any more runs. I mean, they need, now in the bottom of the 8th, they need to score 5. They need to put up 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th, minimum 4. They can't go into the 9th inning down by 6 runs. They can't do it. The game's over. Yes, the Phillies did that today. Who cares? You saw how rare it is. It's the first time ever in the playoffs that a team trailing in the 9th inning, going into the 9th inning, scored 6 runs and came back and won. No one's ever done it. Get that, get that, get that. And Marte being back, it's huge. He's been out since September 6th. Marte being back is huge, man. It's huge. How do you think? Justin, what'd you think of the Bills-Ravens game? Very interesting, Justin. That's the second time this season the Ravens have given up a 17-point or more lead. Second time this year. And then the weird thing of going for it on fourth and goal, you went for the touchdown. The only reason I can think of why the Ravens would go for that touchdown is because their defense wasn't stopping Josh Allen and the Bills. And I think John Harbaugh was thinking if we kick a field goal, the Bills are going to go down and score. I think he was thinking ahead, like, let's get a touchdown here. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying this is where the thinking probably was. Let's justify it by scoring a touchdown here. So if the Bills do go down and score a touchdown, we're tied up and not losing by 4 because we kicked the field goal. So I think that's what the thinking was there. I don't agree with it. I would have been pissed if I was a Ravens fan. Remember, they were up 28-7 on the Dolphins, and they blew that. They gave up 20. I mean, they gave up 20. They gave up 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to the Dolphins just a few weeks ago. And then they blew that to the Bills. The Ravens are supposed to be one of the better teams in the NFL. They're 2-2 also. They've beaten the Jets, and they've beaten the Browns. I don't know who else the Ravens beat, but it might have been the Browns. I'm not sure. Justin, I wonder when Judge will pass 73 home runs. I don't know. It's a good question. My biggest wonder is he going to stay a Yankee? And that's what's important to me, staying a Yankee. Mikhailov, yeah, mini version, but it's a 3-game series. It's state versus state, Queensland versus New South Wales. These two states clash heads because they both think they are the home of rugby. Wow. So it's like a 3-game series, like a playoff. The 2 top teams play off for 3 games, like we're doing here right now. Except that's the final game, right? That's the finals, more or less. And look at us, man. We're all super troopers in the basement. Lou bailed. Lou bailed on us. It's not because the Mets are getting killed. He just bailed, man. I even broke out. Oh, man, he bailed. Bruin sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, it does sound pretty interesting, doesn't it? That does sound interesting. I'm telling you, Mikhailov, you send me some emails, man. Send me some emails, brother, and I'll take a look into that, man. I do, because I'm going to start expanding a little bit. I have people asking me to preview soccer games. I'm going to do a review. I'm going to do reaction videos, raw reaction. I call them raw reaction because I don't watch soccer or rugby, not because I don't like it. It's really because I never grew up watching it. So, but now I'm going to start checking out these other sports to do reactions on them. There's going to be a whole bunch of things going on in the basement besides live streaming now that all the sports are back. So we're going into this holiday season. That's what I'm going to call it, the holiday season, from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, man. We're going right through. It's going to be busy in the basement. But let's pray. Tuesday, we can have a doubleheader here on Tuesday. That's what we're praying for. That would be awesome to have a doubleheader here on Tuesday. The Mets play tomorrow. This Mets Padres 7:37, but you guys already know I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday, but I'll be at that Jets game Sunday, and I'm looking very forward to it. Because I think with Teddy Bridgewater starting, I think the Jets can actually win this game. Us diehard Jet fans don't like to get too confident or get ahead of themselves because we know what the Jets are capable of not doing too, and that's winning back-to-back games. But we have 2 fourth-quarter comebacks this year on the road. 2 fourth-quarter comebacks. Anything. I don't know if Rocco could talk during that day. I didn't know. Thought maybe Rocco would start speaking to me because that's how rare that is. All right, bottom of the 8th now. You got Lindor, Marte, Alonso. Those are your next 3 batters. Runs need to start coming in. If they don't score any runs with the meat of their order up right now, this game to me is probably already done anyway. But if they don't pick up anything in this inning, you can forget it because the bottom of the order is coming up after you get past Vogelbach. Then you got 6, 7. Then you got Vogelbach, then Mark Canha, right? And then after that, forget it. Bruin, you done? I will sound off on Lou for you, Bruin. I will. Lou, we're doing Lou's game, man. We're doing Lou's game. I told you it's my secondary team. I like the Mets too, but damn, man, Lou, come on, Lou. If once Lou gets his own setup going, by the way, guys, when he gets his own setup going, there can be games he can come on before I come on. I mean, it'll be nice. It's going to be fun. He's going to have a much better setup. Within 2 weeks, Lou's going to have a full setup going on. So he'll be on here at the start of live. I think he told you guys that already. But anyway, I'll sound off on it, bro, and I'll let him know all about, us doing the game for him. Bruin, you too, Raleigh. Raleigh, have a good one, blah, blah, blah. Mikhailov, yep, best 2 out of 3 wins. It happens mid-season where the best players from each state go head-to-head. Can be brutal because they hate each other. Mikhailov, let me ask you a question on that then. When it says the best players from each state, does that mean it's like hold on, did he just get a hit? Oh, he got it now. Does that mean, is it like an all-star game where you get the best players from this state from the other teams and you put them on this one and then the other state gets their all-stars? And is it like National League versus American League all-star game? Is it like that? It's like all these players get together from different teams, and mid-season, what if someone gets hurt? What if someone gets hurt and the other team is some kick-ass team and now they lost a couple of their best players because of this? Mid-season? You know what I'm saying? Am I asking too many questions too fast? Because this is how fast they're rolling off my brain right now. Gabe, this is hard to watch. It is hard to watch. You got the meat of the order up and they're not scoring. You got Lindor out. But they out. Now you got Pete Alonso up with 2 outs. So even if he hits a home run, what does that make? It's 7-2? You want runners on base when Alonso's up. You want runners on base. The worst he can do now, I didn't even do that. He flew out. No, Rocco, no. He flew out, so that's it, guys. We're going in the 9th inning. They're down by 6 runs. And you know what? In the hit column, the Padres have 7 hits. The Mets have 6. I can't believe the Mets just went 3 up, 3 down. You're down by freaking 6 runs. How are you going 3 up, 3 down with Lindor, Marte, and Alonso? How are you going 3 up, 3 down? Come on. Marte didn't even come up yet, but you guys know what I'm saying. How do you go 3 up, 3 down? You're down by 6. You need to score 4 runs that inning. 4. Now you're going to the 9th inning, down by 6. As long as the Padres don't score anymore in the top of the 9th, this is extremely hard to watch. You're right, Gabe. This is hard to watch. So good seeing you in here too, Gabe. Really good seeing you in here. Mikhailov, you up 3 all-star games. They play games Wednesday nights, then back it up at club level that weekend. Rocco, chill, buddy, chill. Well, he's not trying to go back to sleep. That's for sure. Let's see if this is Lou. Sorry about that. Anyway, so 3 all-star games. They play the games Wednesday. Wow. So what happened? I mean, isn't that, if that's the middle of the season, McCallum, isn't that risking injury? Isn't that risking injury? It's risking injury, is it not? I mean, if you're a top team, I'm just going off what you're telling me, but these all-star games basically happen through the season, halfway point of the season, right? So wouldn't you be worried your top player is going to get hurt? All right, here we go. Top of the ninth. Top of the ninth, and this guy Gibbons is in. I don't even know who this guy is. I mean, he might have pitched sparingly a couple times, but I guess he's the guy to be in there when you're down by 6 runs. I wouldn't imagine you're going to put any better relief pitchers in there. Manav just finished bringing the. Yeah, I'm back. All right. Well, you're back in time for the ninth. Mets have to get out of the top of the ninth here and try to do something at the bottom of the ninth, but it's not looking good. 6 runs down, not looking good. And the meat of the order already passed. They already had the meat of the order back. So now you got Vogelbach, Marte coming up, Canna. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Raleigh. So I wonder if rugby is worse injuries than the NFL because pads can help players but also hurt them. Rugby, man, those guys, I have seen a couple of things over time with rugby. Those guys be killing each other out there. Killing each other. All right, Gibbons, the Padres need to go 3 up, 3 down here. Raleigh, I think you can't be stressing out anymore, Raleigh, right? Can't be stressing out anymore. You know your Padres have this wrapped up. I know it's not over, but give me a break. Double. All right, well, they can't give up any more runs now. Come on. No, I don't have any stress now. Just chilling. You should be just chilling. Raleigh, you should be just chilling. This game's over. This game's over, man. Like I'm gonna end it. Rocco, what is the matter tonight? See, this is why that happens. He barks and I come running. I come running because it's Rocco. That's my boy. My boy. I come running when he barks, and he's just so spoiled, man. What are you supposed to do? You got dogs, man. You spoil them. That's what I do. But this is what happens when you spoil them. They become very needy, and we call him needy baby, greedy baby, because he's needy and greedy, and he wants all the attention. Lockport, the rivalry between I missed a couple of Caleb, yeah, they risk injury because state of origin is more important to win than the final at the end of the season. Wow, it's that. So they literally do hate each other then. They literally hate each other. If that all-star game is more important, the battle between the states is more important than the final at the end of the year, that's some real rivalry crap right there. Real rivalry crap. Wow. That's some rivalry crap going on right there. All right, well, the Padres got another runner on second, 1 out. If the Mets start giving up runs here, man, I'm out. I'm out. There's no point in watching the bottom of the ninth. I mean, there's almost no point in watching it now. But we will, just to see. I would hate to turn it off and some magical thing happened and I missed it. I doubt it, but I don't want that to happen. Mariners got their first playoff win since 2001. They make that sound like they're in the playoffs every year. They haven't even been in the playoffs. So it's their first playoff win since 2001. It's been 21 years. How often have they been in the playoffs anyway? They make it sound like they're in it every year. They just happen to finally win one 21 years later. The way they word these things is funny. It's the first time they won since 2001. That may be the last time they were even in the playoffs. I know they've probably been in since then, but not very often. There you go. This should be, they got the guy picked off. They got the guy picked off. Maybe. Oh, they got him. They got him. But now you got another guy on second. They picked him off. All right. Well, that was actually a pretty good play. So they got him. So now the Padres have runner on second and 2 outs. So let's see what happens here, man. Let's just get the Mets out of this inning. Let's get to the bottom of the 9th. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. And he almost made it in there. Lindor dropped the ball when they're trying to run this guy down. Lindor actually dropped the ball. I mean, like, he almost made it. This is an ugly, ugly, ugly game the Mets are having. What an ugly way for their season to be going at the worst time. You're going to start slumping at the worst time. The Mets, this is on them anyway, by the way, because the Mets had an easy run. They were playing the Nationals, then the Pirates, then the Cubs. And what do? They dropped 3 out of 4 to the Nationals. They took 2 out of 3 from the Pirates, but then get swept by the Cubs. This is their own fault. Like, you had some layup games. Those are layup series, man. You came off some tough series. You beat Atlanta way back then. Then you come into some easy runs, easy series to run into. Come on, man. Nationals, Pirates, Cubs. These are horrendous teams. Dropped 3 out of 4 to the Nationals, which I do think is the worst team in all of baseball. Even worse than the Oakland A's, which isn't easy to do. All right, you drop 3 out of 4 to them. Then you get swept by the Cubs. Give me a break. Wow. All right, well, the Mets are out of it. They didn't give up any runs. Here we go, bottom of the 9th. You got Vogelbach, Marte, Mark Canha coming up. Vogelbach, Marte, Mark Canha. The problem is, you guys already know the problem. They're down by 6 runs, and the meat of their order is already passed. Vogelbach, Marte, great. I mean, Marte just came back. He hasn't been there since September 6th. He just came back. What is it? He just came back, and how much can he do? I'm glad he's back, but man, I didn't expect to see this tonight, man. When Scherzer gave up that 2-run bomb to Josh Bell, man, I was like, oh, and then some loud outs after that. And then he gave up another home run the 2nd inning. You already knew right there, this ain't looking good. Then the Mets are leaving runners on base. I mean, they that first inning, it's 2-0, right? You get 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Alonso's up. Like, you have the part of the order up you want up, and you get no runs. Then give up another one the 2nd inning, 3-0. Then you get a runner on 2nd, and then you get him the 3rd. You don't even bring him home. That right there, those first 2 innings was a real sign of what was to come. Real sign. Mets have been leaving stranded runners everywhere. Everywhere. Mikhailov, the slogan for the state of origin is state versus state, mate versus mate. I like that. State versus state, mate versus mate. Like it. Raleigh, Kim is awesome. Yeah, he almost made it to 3rd, too, dude. He almost made that. Lindor almost screwed that up. Gabe, I actually cannot believe he gave up 7. I know, especially after Gabe, especially after getting blown out. Well, actually, I mean, yeah, after giving up 4 runs on against the Braves, I didn't think Scherzer was going to come out and look bad again. A back-to-back start, Scherzer not looking good. I mean, he's given up 10 earned runs. I've said it already before, but he's given up 10 earned runs between the start against Atlanta and this one. 10 earned runs for Scherzer in 2 starts? That's not even believable. Before the Atlanta series, if you were to tell me that DeGrom, Scherzer, and Bassett were all going to lose, and Mets were going to get swept, and then the first game of the wild card playoff, Scherzer was going to get bombed, who would believe that? Nobody. There's Vogelbach, flew out on the first pitch, flew out the 3rd on the first pitch. You're down by 6 runs, and you're swinging at the first pitch? Yeah, Gabe, all that effing money for this. Right. Listen, you're down by 6 runs, and you're swinging at the first pitch, Vogelbach. You got to work counts and get on base. Don't go. I mean, going for a home run, fine. It's 1 run, but you got to work counts, get on base, move runners around, manufacture runs. When you're down by 6, getting 1 home run right now doesn't. I mean, yes, it's a run, but when you start making the other team sweat it out, manufacturing runs, getting runners on base, moving guys around, that's what makes bullpens get going and pitchers get going. And giving up a home run and pitchers like, we're still up by 5. You can settle right back into what you were doing. But when you're giving up hit after hit, then drop a bunt down, manufacture, move runs over, that makes a pitching staff manager's whole different way of managing. Giving up a first, a leadoff bomb when you're up by 6, any pitcher can rebound from that, especially right out of the bullpen. No, you got to work counts, man. First pitch swinging, come on. That's like it just get me out of here swing, man. Come on. I don't like that, man. That was terrible. Now Marte's up. There's 1 out. We already know what's going on here, guys. We already know. Just rest up and come ready to play tomorrow. It's a new day. Jake needs to show up. I'm sure he will, Gabe. I'm sure he will show up. I won't be doing this tomorrow night. Oh, Marte's on. Pitcher couldn't field the ball. Marte's on. Yep, that's what they got to do. Rest up and come ready to play tomorrow, Gabe. That's 100% correct. Yeah, I won't be doing this tomorrow. I won't say definitely not, but I would think not because, like I said, my buddy's coming up from Florida. We're going to the Jet Dolphin game Sunday. He's a diehard Dolphins fan. This is going to be funny. We're going to go to the Jet game Sunday, and he's going to be decked out in Dolphins gear. I can't wait. I'm going to come on live a couple of times while he's getting abused by Jet fans verbally. It's going to be funny. We're going to be on here doing it. We're going to be on here doing it. Later, that's exactly what it was. Yep, I think so too, brother. I think that's exactly what it is too, right? 100%. Well, here's Canna. He's 0 for 3 tonight. I mean, who isn't 0 for 3 on the Mets tonight? I mean, we're just hanging in here to the bitter end. Hey, Lou. Lou's watching us right now. We're doing his Mets. You guys all have the right to get on Lou the next time we're on. You guys know my schedule now. You know my schedule. You already know it. You'll see me Sunday in and out from the Jet games throughout the day, in and out. Monday, we'll probably do a Monday night football game, probably, but definitely be here Tuesday. Like I said, hopefully Yankees are in the afternoon and the Rangers are night. But then we're in, man. You guys already know. You know this. You know we're all in the basement. You know everything happens different in the basement. What's the score? It's 7-1 Padres. There's 2 outs. Mikhailov, there's 2 outs, and the Mets have a runner on third. There's 2 outs, and they're down 7-1 Mikhailov at the bottom of the 9th. The Mets have 1 out to go. 1 out. They got to score 6 runs now to tie it with 2 outs. The Mets have 2 outs, and they need 6 runs to tie it. I'm hanging in there to see if I see the most miraculous comeback in recent memory that I've ever seen. 2 outs, down by 6. And the bottom of the order is up. Escobar. But Escobar is hitting today. He's 2 for 3 with the only run, a home run. 2 for 3. We'll see what happens. Mikhailov, ouch. Yeah, bro. Well, that's why we're all hanging in here, right? We're all hanging in here to see what happens. Raleigh, Raleigh, could you imagine if you saw them score 6 runs with 2 outs? Raleigh, you would pass out. You'd have a heart attack. I don't want to say that. You know what I mean. That would be horrendous. Can you imagine the Mets really scored 6 runs with 2 outs? I'm just trying to say anything of interest, which we all don't believe anyway. Boy, oh boy, the Mets gave up home run central today. Wow, did not expect this today. Did not expect this. I expected a great pitching matchup between Scherzer and Darvish, a real pitching duel today. Darvish did his part. Boy, Scherzer, man. Listen, he's been money for the Mets most of the year, man. But boy, that start against Atlanta. Now this today, this is when it counts, man. This is when it counts, especially in New York, man. You get paid all that money. No matter what you did during the regular season, you got bombed when we needed you against the Braves. You got bombed when we needed you today. Not good, man. Not good. It's like Cole with the Yankees. I mean, last year you paid Cole all this money. You have a one-game elimination game. One elimination game. Man, we need you, Cole. And he gets knocked out in the first inning against Boston. Not even just lost the game. He was knocked out in the first inning. And that's what people remember, man. In New York, that's what we remember. We remember the losses. We don't care if you won 27 games as a starting pitcher. You can't get it done when it matters. That's what we remember here, and that's what you're going to be known for. Sorry, that's just the way it is here in New York. That's what you're known for, period. You're a big money player, and you come here and you don't get it done at money time. They're paying you this money for these moments, not what you did in May or June. They pay you for these moments right now. Big series against the Braves, you didn't do it, and now today you're getting killed. You got killed today. This is what all that money's for, not what you do in April, May, and June. Seriously. This is what the money's about. I would fly to New York and start yelling at the Padres team, Raleigh. Raleigh, you would, oh my gosh, man, you would never live that down, dude, if they somehow blew this game. Full count. They're one strike away from closing this out, then they give up 6 runs. Oh my gosh. Escobar's staying alive, though. He's staying alive. He's battling. Mikhailov, who do you think the Yankees play next week? I'm going for Cleveland. I would like to see them play Cleveland. Cleveland has been the hot team right now. My logic doesn't make any sense, but they've been the hot team right now, Cleveland. The Rays have not been hot. The Rays came within 3.5 games of the Yankees, and that's as close as they came. And they fell apart from the middle of September all the way through now. I still would rather see Cleveland than Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gives the Yankees headaches. They always have. And he walked them. He walked them. Raleigh, there's 2 guys on now. First and third, 2 outs. Now the Mets are Emma Stone is a Padre fan. Wow. Gabe, I remember that game. Yeah, laugh my effing ass off. That's right. You remember that game? I do too. Remember that? Come on. Listen, this is when New York teams pay you. Or if you play for Boston or you play for Philadelphia, when you play for a big market city and you bring in big money players, trust and believe that the fans and the media do not remember and do not care, even if they loved it, what you did in May. Don't care what you did in June. Don't care. Don't even care what you did in July and August. You know what we care about? When you're relied upon for the big game, big win, that's where all that money comes in. That's where that money comes in. That's where it comes in. And when you don't do it then, that's what we remember. We don't remember the big win in May. We remember what you did against Atlanta. Remember what you did today. We remember Garrett Cole and what you did or didn't do in the wild card elimination game last year. You got bombed. Garrett Cole practically gets paid more than the entire roster of the Rays. You get bombed in the first inning? Who cares what you did? Who cares if you led the league in strikeouts or came close? You were in the Cy Young? Who cares, man? You didn't do it when we needed you to do it. Well, here's the Mets rookie, Francisco Alvarez, who just came up last week. They're pinch hitting him now. Man, Raleigh, what if this guy hits a 3-run bomb and it becomes 7-4? Raleigh, we're still here. This is the Mets comeback. Alvarez walks and Nimmo hits a grand slam. There you go, Leader. There you go. Leader. I'm sorry, bro, if I'm chopping up your name. I'm not used to reading it yet. I'm going to call you Leader for now. Let me know if I'm chopping it up. I apologize, bro, but I hear you. Alvarez walks and Nimmo hits a grand slam. That would send Raleigh into a tizzy. Oh, my gosh. Raleigh, the Mets are still batting. Mikhailov, didn't the Mets have a 7-run ninth inning comeback once before? I believe they did. I mean, it's 2 outs. Let's keep in mind, it's 2 outs, and the Mets and the Padres had the Mets down to their last strike with Escobar, and he worked the walk. He worked the walk. Now you got a kid, Francisco Alvarez is as fresh as you get. He just came up from AAA. He just came up like last week. Seriously, like last week. He's only played in 5 games. Let this guy get on base and Nimmo hit a grand slam. Wow. Dude, he struck out looking. Well, so much for that. But it was fun to think about. Raleigh. Eric, welcome into the basement, brother. Subscribe, bell those like button. Yeah, Eric, they ain't coming back. We knew they weren't coming back, but Raleigh here is a Padres fan. We were just talking smack until hopefully like they were going to come back. Raleigh, congratulations. Your Padres won, brother. Congratulations. Guys, as always, thank you to you all for always supporting this channel, for putting up with the basement technical difficulties, the basement weird schedule that I come down with you guys, man. But I appreciate you guys always showing up. You guys make this channel happen, not me. I'm not going to be on tomorrow night. I told you, my buddy from Florida is going to be up here. We're going to go to that jet. You'll see me Jets, Dolphins Sunday. You'll see me live from the game, occasionally popping in from the game, especially with my buddy decked out in Dolphin gear. You guys have to see what's going to happen there, walking through the parking lot and all that stuff. I'm going to be on, I promise you. Monday night, maybe do the Chiefs Raider game. Probably will do that. And then Tuesday, let's see what happens Tuesday, man. Hopefully the Yankees get the early game so we can do the Yank and do the Rangers on Tuesday night. So, guys, look for me Sunday. Very doubtful tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow. Very doubtful. Very doubtful. But you guys look for my community posts. You guys already know where to look. I'll let you know what's going on. Raleigh, Gabe, signing off for the night. Take it easy, Johnny. Gabe, thanks for showing up, brother. Thanks for showing up, man. Good to see you in here, man. Neighbor, man, that's cool, man. I'm happy to see you in here today, brother. And keep showing up in the chat. Lockport, Mikhailov, Raleigh, everybody. If I forgot your name, it's nothing personal. I just want to get out of here like you guys do. We're out of here. And Lou, boo to Lou, boo to Lou. He didn't come back. All right, guys. Have a good weekend, everybody. Be safe. I'll see you all Sunday, and I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm actually going to do tomorrow night. Johnny Basement, we are out. And boo Mets. Unbelievably bad start. Boo Scherzer, really. And the Mets not doing anything. Whatever.